Welcome back, folks. What you need to know going into this week, we see a little bit of weakness coming out of some of the numbers over in China last night, thus pushing a little bit of pressure on the markets. We got a lot of things to talk about. And more importantly, what is old Warren Buffett doing? We don't have a long time left with him in terms of him being the leader of Berkshire Hathaway, but his moves still can change the markets. And for those who have not been watching, he continues to unload his equities. He continues to just absolutely build a monster of a cash pile. And I mean a monster. Wait till you see how much money he has in cash or cash-like securities. It continues to grow for yet another quarter. He continues to sell his stock, even though they'll say, well, he bought this, he bought that. Last quarter, I believe roughly he bought $6 billion worth of stock, and everybody's like, wow, but he sold $12 billion. Once again, being a net seller of stocks and continuing to increase his cash pile. He's not even buying back his own company stock. And he does that when he sees value in his company stock in terms of it being oversold or something, he'll buy it. And especially with all the cash he hasn't done that either. Is that a big warning? Is that something we should pay attention to? Absolutely. I'm not going to argue with arguably the best investor ever in the United States in Warren Buffett. So we got a lot to talk about. Crypto, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about a ton in this video. I am excited. Let's go ahead. Before we get into it, make sure you take advantage of the new crypto course. We have the sign up down below. It's going to be going live in November. And I'd probably say, probably 2 weeks roughly, maybe, give or take a day or two. But you can sign up today to join the course wait list. This is for beginners, but you're going to get access to what you need to know for crypto if you don't know anything about it. You're going to hear a little bit about some of the tips and tricks I do when it comes to the technicals of when I like to buy into it. There's, like I said, Web3, DeFi, how to master security and risk. I said the one section in here we made, I said that this section alone for protecting yourself from fraud, scams, theft, all of it, makes this course a must-have. Also, getting started safely. Like I said, we're going to teach you a lot in this for the beginners. Now, if you're looking for super advanced everything, this isn't for you. But if you're looking to start to learn about crypto, this absolutely is for you. Learn from me, a national champion coach/teacher, and get in there today. But you can join the waitlist. We'll have a special code for those who sign up for the waitlist, so you can get in there. Other link down below is over to the Discord. I'll be trading live Monday and Tuesday. So today and tomorrow. It's a different week. I'll be live stream trading today and tomorrow. So 2 o'clock today, I'll be live stream trading. We crushed it on Thursday or Friday, whatever day it was. The weeks are messed up a little bit here for me this week. I have a lot of things I got to do in terms of, things I got to do. You'll know on Thursday, Friday, you'll know what I'm doing. But for now, just know that I'm doing the trading Monday and Tuesday this week, not Tuesday and Thursday. So you can join today and get access to that, but it has to be the earner tier. Code fall50 saves 50% off, but it should be automatic, or get the 20% off with just for a year for this. That's up to you. Now, let's go ahead and talk Berkshire Hathaway. I showed you about Warren Buffett. We're going to look at the charts as well here. But as we go into this, Buffett, 95, a young 95. 95 is the new 60, right? I wish that was true. Maybe soon we can. There's all kinds of things with aging. Buffett, 95, and his team spent $6.4 billion on stocks. 12th quarter in a row, though, that they were net sellers. I told you they sold $12 billion, though, bought $6 billion. 12th quarter in a row. That's 3 years of selling stocks. They have not been a net buyer in 3 years. That's one of to me personally, the markets keep going up. Let's look at something. I wasn't planning on doing this, but let's just look at something. Let's just pull up the Qs. So he was net selling 3 years ago, right? So if he's net selling, if you're a net seller, what's that tell you you're expecting? You're expecting that the markets are going to go down. And so he did this 3 years ago. So let's go ahead and take a look at, where are we at here? So we want to go back to, so July, 3 years ago, July 2022. He became a net seller. So right there, right here. Talk about the absolute worst time to become a net seller. You had a monster sell-off, another sell-off. He starts to become a net seller on starting from here on. Well, I hate to tell you folks, if you look at this, 265, we are now at 600 and something. He was a net seller. He made money, but if he was a net buyer, he would have made a lot more money. Wow, that's eye-opening. All right. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what he has in cash. Well, he has more than 344 billion now, because the article I have here shows that he now has 382 billion are excluded. So they show how much they have there. 382 billion in cash. Holy cow. That's a lot of money. That's a B, folks. This isn't millions, which is already be a lot. This is billions. That is billions of dollars in cash. That, oh my goodness. Yeah, there you go. Now moving forward. So that's a lot of cash. And the stock, he take this down by 6 more billion, so it's roughly 307. I don't know, give or take whatever the equities are actually worth. But they did well. His company is doing well. It's in the insurance industry as well. That did well. The railroad stocks he's in are doing well. He's doing well. And that's the one thing about him. He continues to wait and be patient. He can be patient. Because when the market finally dumps, and I'm talking about that crazy drop, that 20, 30, 40% drop in the SPY, the Qs, the massive drop, we all know it's going to happen because it's not if, but when. And it could be 10, 20 years from now. But when it does, he will be there to scoop up those shares just like he did in 2007 to 2010. He made a mint amount of money. Now, let's go ahead and get you set up for what you need to know for today as we go forward. Let's go ahead and go back to the charts. Let's start with, we'll do all 4 of them, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we're going to do the daily on these, give you an idea of where we're at. We don't want to do the 6-month. The daily, though, there we go. A lot of lines here because you guys know I'm sitting here waiting to do my move. My move is going to be a big one, but not until we get a reversal on the candles I'm looking at. So as you can see here, we're seeing a little bit of trouble in terms of the daily candle. After that information came out about China and the weakness, you saw a big sell-off, just a big sell-off. So that's something you got to kind of watch for. It's not just in the U.S., but a lot of different data around the world can affect the prices. We got up to the 13 on the technicals, and it pushed right back down. Tested, could not break that 13. Tested again today on the 13, and now we are seeing a big red candle at that particular moment in time. We are down to 108.9 at the making of this video. The line you want to protect, I'll put it to you again, is 108.2. If we stay above there, you're good. If you confirm below there, I am expecting a run all the way down to 106. Fail at 106, I believe we're going to 100,000 at that particular moment. So if we bounce off of these, then we're good. We'll go back up to the 50, which is 112. So I'm watching these. Get over to Ethereum. We're going to go right in order. Ethereum also is one of these. Over the last few weeks now, we're just consolidating. I think a lot of people are waiting for the Fed to go, or not the Fed, the government to open. The Fed came out as a little bit hawkish as well, so that I was a little surprised. We saw that push down on Wednesday right here, and then Thursday, and then right back up. To me, I was a little surprised by that. I thought you would see a little bit more selling. That's why I got out of my cryptos, waiting for an opportunity to buy in at a much cheaper price. And maybe we won't have that opportunity. Maybe I was wrong and we're going to run all the way up. And then if I see the 5 crossing the 13 and getting up above the 50, that's my buy. But right now, I am sitting on the sidelines with my normal stock holdings, waiting for an opportunity to jump into this thing. For now, we will wait and see. We are at 37.89 on Ethereum. Go over to XRP. Take a look at the XRP daily candles. Holding up a little bit better. And I know you're going to say, it's red. Yeah, but it's not. It's still above where we were on Wednesday. You can see Wednesday here, they announced. Thursday, we had to sell off. It recovered back up to the 13. Now we're back down to the 13. The line we don't want to cross is 243. If we confirm below 243, expect some selling pressures to get down there. Probably, what do we got here? About 237, and if that fails, 229. But that should hold, but we will wait and see. Now, down to the last one, Solana. Solana, boom, sideways, below the 13 as well. We're still in that this is the zone I've been kind of watching. You can see right here between these two. We're going to see if that holds up. The line we don't want to lose out on is 177. Lose 177, it gets ugly. Bollinger Bands are tight. That means a breakout is coming up or down. I'm not sure which one, but we are bearish right now. We are bearish. So I'm going to continue to wait, see what kind of information comes out. The government opening should be a little bit of a reprieve in terms of asset prices, including crypto. We know December 1st, the Fed is done with quantitative tightening for the balance sheet roll-off. That's like equivalent to a rate cut or two, so that's good. And if we get a rate cut in December, plus the balance sheet runoff is done, that's huge. More money flows into riskier assets. I am expecting January, February, March. And, you know, this all changes. This all changes. No one expected the government to be shut down for, what, the longest time in history, and people to be affected like they are. So that changes everything. And it really, really does. So now I'm watching this, and my expectation, I'll be blunt, my expectation is that Q1 could be one of the biggest quarters because of what happened in Q4. Q4 was supposed to be the big one. And it still could run in December, especially with the Fed stopping quantitative tightening. If they throw in an additional rate cut on top of that, which is possible, oh, it gets silly. And that's good. And by then, I would expect, but once again, who knows, I would expect the government to be fully open by the end of this month. But then again, maybe it won't. And if it's not, I don't expect crypto to be running up at all. Not until the government opens. Once the government opens, that money is flowing, people are spending again, then I expect to see good things. But the longer this goes, the more trouble we could have in terms of downward pressure. Once it's over and quantitative tightening is done, then I do expect to see China and the U.S. actually getting along better as well. That will actually add to a lot of money flowing into riskier assets. I expect a tariff refund check next summer. At the latest, I'm thinking September or August. At the latest, could happen before. We got the January, February, March, which is normally good for crypto. And, of course, with all the positives to build up buying that should happen by then, oh, goodness. So we don't know. November's a big question mark. I think December will be great. I feel like January definitely, February for sure, and into that March, especially with the tax returns. People like to start investing in crypto. It's almost like an annual thing. So I'm watching a lot of these things. So I gave you a bunch of knowledge nuggets in this episode. I'm excited, but man, right now November is still kind of iffy. So I am going to watch for that. All right, folks, get in. Make sure you get over here for this. This is the first link down below. Sign up today for those who are interested in joining the course waitlist for the crypto. This is the one that we've been working on for months. It's almost ready to go. We got a few more things to do, but the waitlist is there. You're going to be able to have access to a special code as well. We'll send out that to whoever's in the waitlist, and we'll go from there. And for those who have not gotten into the Discord, it's automatic, 50% off that first month. And that's going to expire shortly, but you can still use it today. I'll be live stream trading later today as well. That is should be the second link down below. It is. And then you can join Kraken, get that $100, or I should say trade $100, get 25 in XRP. Take advantage of that. All right, folks, I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you in the Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get out there and make some money.